Yo, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of the Goody Two Shoes podcast. We are your hosts. I am Carlos. We got Aaron, and somewhere in the world, we've got Brian. I'm not sure where you're seeing him. I'm not seeing him at all, so maybe we'll figure out where he's at.
Yo, what's up, man? How's everybody doing?
I'm in here. For some reason, you can't see my camera. Let's see.
Shout out to everyone's on. Yo, Alvaro, shout out to you, man. What's good? Yo, how's everybody doing today, man? How's everybody doing? Carlos, how you been, man?
I'm good. I mowed my lawns today, and took a long time, but we got it done. Happy to be here. Looking forward to this episode.
Same, man. Same. I'm excited, man. It's been a good one. Shout out to everyone that's been with us this last little bit and tune in for episode 5. We appreciate you guys. We have a lot of good stuff planned moving forward, and so yeah, man. Keep with us, and you guys are in for a good ride, man. Good ride.
Good episode today. We have some surprises coming for you guys at the end of the episode. So for anybody who's watching, stick with us. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, because at the end of the show, we'll ask for a few volunteers for something special. So don't go anywhere, and we'll have some fun with it. So first things first, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys being here every week, rocking with us. It's a joy to see you guys interacting with us in the comment section. So please feel free, ask any questions, comment on stuff that you see, that you like, that you don't like, whatever the case may be. So just talk to us. We'll talk back as best we can, and we'll get this show on the road. So first things first, recent pickups. How was your week, guys? Was it a good week?
It was a super good week. I finally got a package in the mail that I've been waiting for a while, and I was able to do a trade this week. So it was a pretty good week for me when it comes to shoes.
Aaron, how about you? A good week?
Man, it's been a really good week. I haven't been able to show a lot of pickups recently. These guys have been, just out, just killing me. And so it was a good week. It's a good week. I'm excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, just for kicks and giggles, let's go in ABC order. We hit the first letters of the alphabet. We'll go Aaron, Brian, and then Carlos.
Done. All right.
Tell us what you got, man.
So I got a couple boxes here, and for those of you familiar, these are Yeezy boxes. And so one of my pickups, so shout out to my boy Jonathan, who's usually on here. Jonathan, if you're watching, shout out to you. Just a little bit ago, I picked up my first pair of 700s from my boy, and I took good care of them for him. And then a couple weeks later, maybe like a month or two later, he hit me up. Was like, man, I missed those 700s. So I sold them back to him because I'm a true friend to the sneaker community. But just recently, I was able to pick up another pair of the 700 Mobs. If you haven't had a pair of 700s yet, you're missing out. Probably one of the most comfy ones.
That shoe is good. You know how good that shoe is? Even Carlos said that was a good shoe.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the 350s, but if I had to pick one, those and the zebras, I think, yeah, definitely.
Yo, and then just a pair of V2s that I've been wanting back. I had these. I bought them when they originally released, and then I sold them because I work as a teacher, and so I couldn't really wear them to work and be conservative with my outfit. But so I actually sold them to get a pair of Sesame V2s, and but now I just got them back. Just a pair of the frozen yellow V2s. I love how loud they are, and so yeah, man, those are my pickups this week. I also went back to Revive and had a couple of shoes worked on. He did a second round of the yellowing on my zebras, and so shout out to him, man. Brian, what you got?
Yeah, shout out to Daisuke. He's in the chat right now. So, but yeah, like I said, this week, I got a packaging.
Fire.
You know, I love Air Maxes. I'm an Air Max head, and this is one that's been on my list for a while. This is the Clerk Pack Air Max 90. This shoe is crazy. Like, you got like alligator leather here. Some of the nicest like pink leather, suede, the laces, the color combo, everything is so dope about this shoe, and I'm super happy to have it. And I've been waiting for it for a while, so it's cool that it got here. Still waiting for one more, but like I said, I was also able to do a trade this week. I did get rid of those Air Max 1 Supreme Tech packs that I showed last week.
No, already.
Well, they were a 10.5. I mentioned that I couldn't fit them, and so one of my boys locally saw that I had them and offered the DB3 straight trade. And
I'm guessing.
yeah, in my size, this size 11. 11.5 would have been nicer, but 11 works. I'm gonna have to hit up Daisuke to, take care of that yellowing. But other than that, it was a good trade. It's a shoe I've wanted for a while. I remember when these came out and never owned it before, so glad I got them.
There you go. Is that me? Is that my turn now?
It is your turn. Your C.
C is for Cookie. All right, guys. This is a shoe that I was not necessarily excited to get my hands on. As you guys know, and anybody that's tuning in, I've been on the hunt for LeBrons, every pair, 1 through 17. And I am now only one shoe away from doing so. I need a pair of LeBron 13s, and then I'll complete my set. But with that said, I picked up a pair of LeBron 14s, and these are a tribute to the trip that LeBron took to the Philippines. He went to Manila several years ago and had a great trip. But this shoe is designed to pay tribute to a lot of the Philippines, like their culture and their good luck charms and stuff like that. So these are called the Agimat. That is Tagalog, and I don't speak Tagalog, but I looked up how to say it, so I didn't say it wrong. So anybody that's watching that's Filipino, I really apologize because I'm about to slaughter a lot of the things that are but I brought out a second pair just to kind of give you guys an idea of what color blue this is. This is a navy blue sneaker. This is navy blue. This is not navy blue. What color does the box say? It says coastal blue. This is like the prettiest blue shoe I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah,
And
when you sent the picture to us, I was like, yo, that's a clean shoe. That blue is nice.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know what to say about the color, except for it's not navy blue. It's not royal blue. It's coastal blue. I mean, that's what the box says, so I'll just go with that. But it's a really pretty blue color, a lot of gold accents, and some really great details on the shoe. On the inside, I don't know if you guys can see, it says para sa kadakilaan, which totally slaughtered, but it means for greatness, which if anybody knows anything about LeBron, his whole motto, his slogan, whatever, is strive for greatness. And this is just a super cool shoe, and I'm actually really glad to have it. I wasn't looking forward to getting a pair of 14s because they were like my second to last favorite pair of LeBrons, 1 through 17. And ironically, the pair that I'm least excited about is the 13, and that's the one that I have left. So I don't know. We'll see if I find a colorway that I like, or maybe it'll surprise me like these. But this was my pickup for the week. Finally got them from Goat in the mail, and I was super impressed with them.
Yo, that's clean. Yo, so actually we have this cool new feature on StreamYard, and I definitely forgot to put it up while we were doing it, but why not put it up now so that you guys see what the future holds, right? Anyways, man, yo, that's like that colorway on those LeBrons is like if navy blue and royal blue had a baby.
Yes, on the beach, and they called it crystal blue.
Wow.
I feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce's kid was named after that blue.
I was just about to say that's going to be Jay-Z's next kid's name.
Exactly.
Coastal.
Yo, Coastal Blue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, Coastal Blue.
If you're listening right now, I know we told you about it. I hope you're tuned in.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
I like that blue.
Word.
Yo, shout out to all the people tuned in right now. We got 20 people on. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for being on and rocking with us. We're going to get into the next section. Carlos, what is it?
It is the new releases segment of the show. And so Brian is going to take the lead here and show us some of the new releases that are either coming out soon or very soon, and kind of take our opinions on it. And we want to hear from you guys. Whatever we're showing here on the screen, give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a poop emoji, a fire emoji, whatever it is you guys feel about these shoes. Just let us know in the comments, and we'll get you guys involved. So what's the first one up, Brian?
Comment below. All right, Brian, let's see what we got.
We got the Air Presto Red Orbit, the South Korea joints. I know you're excited about this one, Aaron.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just go through real quick.
Animal print of any kind, really, like, it just gets me going. It gets me all bothered.
Yo, for anyone who knows me, knows that the Prestos are my favorite Nike running silhouette. I love Prestos and any type except for I don't know what they like. I don't know why they started adding like the sock liner that goes all the way up to like your calf. Not a fan of that. I do not like that. But these are fire. Yo, Brian, when do they come out?
Yo, so they come out next weekend on the 15th. Retail is $130. So it's a super affordable shoe, super comfy shoe. Yo, this back tab though is crazy.
Looks
the
awesome.
gradient. Yeah, this is a good shoe. If I remember to wake up on time, I will try to get it. But
these sneaker releases are not for the faint at heart. Yo, so early every Saturday. Why?
I'll be up that time next weekend because I'm trying to get those Laker LeBron 7s. Those come out next Saturday too, so I might.
Yo, I really want to get those, but I have like a strong feeling they're gonna hit the outlets.
Really? You're tripping.
Yeah. No.
The fact that LeBron is the only one to have worn them so far, and he wore them on media day, I'm pretty sure they're going to do pretty well. But it all depends on how much availability there is with them. So Ryan Caser on the chat, he says fire about those Prestos. So we appreciate your opinion on those.
Yo, that's why Ryan's my guy.
Yep.
All right, what's next, Brian?
All right. So also releasing that same day is the Air Max 90 green camo or Vault and Duck camo. You already know how I feel personally about this. I think this is 100% fire. Yeah, this is just a beautiful shoe to me. I see a lot of people like have mixed emotions about it. Man, I don't know. Like this to me this is a good Air Max.
The details look awesome.
Yo, any Air Max and camo, I'm here for. So,
yo, word, and Vault. What I really like is that camo. Like I've never seen that combination of colors.
Yeah,
not quite desert camo though. Like desert camo is a little bit lighter shades of brown. These are a little bit,
this has like gray and charcoal and brown, and it's like on a light, like a tan suede.
So do you go hunting in these, or do you go to the mall?
Yeah, you know, I'm single,
Oh.
so I'll be going hunting for something else in these for a future wife.
Yo,
All right.
that's fire. All right, what else, Brian?
What's next?
All right. Um, this next one, I want to see some fire in the chat. This is a long awaited. I mean, I don't know if it's long awaited, but this shoe should have retroed a while ago.
Uh-oh.
Air Trainer 3, Viotech. Can I get some fire in the chat?
Fire.
Anything?
Yo, these
I'll do it.
unfortunately, I don't think these will get the hype that they deserve. I saw you. I don't know if it was you, Brian, or someone posted them on VSH
I don't care.
the other day, and someone had an OG pair, and that was
Yeah, that's my boy John Fernandez. Yeah, shout out to John. He has those on deck. They're size 10, unfortunately, but I was actually I'm watching a pair on eBay, and it was in South Korea, and shout out to Tia Kika saying super fire. Shout out to your mom, Aaron. But I was looking at a pair on eBay, and I was negotiating with the guy in South Korea, and we got down to a great price, and then I heard about this, so I'm like, probably just hold out.
Might as well wait.
I recently had a pair of shoes crumble on me, so I when it comes to dealing with old shoes, I'm starting to get kind of sad about it, but it is what it is.
Feel a little tender.
Yo, it's a sad feeling, when it feels like you're stepping on chewing gum and there's no chewing gum.
Yeah,
so,
yo,
all right.
We got anything else today, Brian?
Yeah, the last two we're gonna show real quick because we're all dunk heads. We're gonna show a couple upcoming dunks, and we will start with this: the Civilist Nike SB Dunk Low.
Yo, shout out to the questionable name. Not real fast though. Yo, we need a different name. Whoever approved that, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shout out to John on the chat. These are fire, but the name is questionable.
Oh, shout out to John. John, we just mentioned you when we had the Viotech trainers up. So thanks for coming through.
Shout out Ivan. I see Ivan Nunez is on here watching with us as well. Thanks for coming, bro. All right. These are like reminiscent of a couple of things for me. Obviously, the elephant print, like the Supreme Dunks, but it's not quite like elephant print. It's not quite cement print. It's like if the Notebook Dunks and the cement print had a baby. That's what we be looking at right here. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's how I feel. I feel like they just added like 3 layers of elephant print. Like just like, or like mix elephant and safari a little bit, like it's crazy, but it's dope. I'm not gonna lie, it's clean.
You think it's gonna get a lot of attention, like the Supreme ones would, if they were like, I mean, if there was a little Supreme logo right on that back heel on the outside of the shoe, would it get far more attention?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
But
these are fire. One thing I do not like about this though is the shape and the tongue. They put the wrong tongue on this. They need to go back to the old fat tongue.
Yeah.
I got a pair. I won't pull them out though. And bring that toe box slightly down a little.
Yo, that toe box on the USBs is wild, man.
It's like this.
Yeah, for real. But nonetheless, it's a clean shoe.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a dunk, so it's going to be a good price point.
Yeah.
More details, but.
All right, y'all, let's get into the last one so we can let my boy Ryan in here to talk kicks with us.
I bet Ryan's feeling anxious. All right, last one, and another one that kind of is up there for me with like the Ben & Jerry release. You guys see that?
Ungrateful Dead.
Yo, what do you guys think?
Yo, Carlos, I don't know. I like the idea. Personally, I couldn't rock them. Like, there's some
Yo,
could get away with rocking some like out there kicks, but me, I'm not one of them. I have too wide of feet and too big of feet to come out in those. Yo, the poor the fur on the side is gonna be all misshaped.
I don't know how to feel about these. Like, I like the colors and I like the fur. I just don't know how, not even what to rock them with, but like how to rock them.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I have the confidence to do that.
yo, I mean,
Picture, it's almost like you would be like a really good like mascot at a theme park or something with these on.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
man, it probably gives off those same vibes as like the baby bears or mama bear, papa bear, you know, the whole pack.
Yo, John says too wild. Yeah, I
Too
agree,
wild.
John, man.
For a while.
I don't know, man. I think these are good, man. I think I would personally, I would keep the fit super simple, of course, because yeah, these are out there.
They're loud.
I think these are good. I'm wondering if they're gonna do like a bunch of different colors. 'Cause I know it's like Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
Someone said Oscar the Grouch. I feel that. I feel that.
that's a great comment.
Yo, shout out to John, yo.
Yo, but those are the new releases, man. Yo, again, we didn't get to the sneaker fact of the day, but yo, we might have to fit it in at the end of the day. Yo, let's let my boy Ryan onto the stream real fast. Yo, Ryan, what's good, man? Welcome.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
What's up,
Bro,
Ryan?
how you guys doing? Nice to meet you, Carlos. What's up, Brian?
What's up, man? Nice
Hey,
to
man. Aaron, you
Yeah.
said you wouldn't wear those.
Nah,
But aren't you the one that sold me these?
those are different, bro.
yo. The shade.
No shade. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. We appreciate you being willing to come on the show.
Oh, for sure, man.
Your involvement in the comment section is much appreciated. And shout out to everybody who's still watching with us. I see my boy TK just popped on. Hopefully you stick around. We're going to talk about some cool sneakers. But we got John on here. We got Ryan on here. And we're looking forward to talking to you. I've personally never met you, but you're friends with Aaron and Brian. And I thought it was cool if I could ask you some questions to not only get to know you, but then to give you a chance to talk about your story as a sneakerhead, as a fellow sneakerhead. So I guess we'll start with that one. Like, how did you get into sneakers? Like, what's your journey like? What's your story?
So, like, I remember a long time ago back in high school. I'm old. Like, I'm an old head. So for me to go way back, one of my boys in high school used to get like every Jordan that would come out.
Yeah.
And I remember going to his house and I would see like, he would have them lined up on his wall. And I'm talking like, he lived in the biggest house. He had the most shoes. He had the best cars. And I would walk into his house and look at all of his J's. And I'd be like, dude, if I could have one pair of those, that'd be dope. Right. So, I talked to my parents, and naturally my parents were like, you know, you got to work for what you want. And so I got a job, I saved up money, and I couldn't fathom at the time spending $140 on a pair of shoes.
Yep.
But I wanted to be different, so I found myself a pair of Air Max Penny Ones. And like
Fire.
that was my jam. Like I wanted to be different from all of the Jordans that I was seeing. You know, like it was at the time where like that Chris Rock was doing the penny commercials, and like that's how I'm dating myself. I'll probably date myself, but
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yes.
I'll be 40 this year.
Okay, so yeah, you're a little older than most of us. These guys always give me a hard time for being 29.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm passing
Bro,
that to
Grandpa's here. Grandpa's in the house. What's up?
you.
So, like, I choose differently then. Like, that started it off for me. But then I kind of took a turn. I was skating a lot, so I was wearing a lot of skate shoes. I was like in etnies all the time, and only like up until maybe a few years ago, I started getting into sneakers like hardcore.
Sure.
You know, I was the type. What's that?
What were you wearing when you would skate?
I was in like Etnies, DVS's, Osiris. Like I was big into skate shoes.
Those
So
were the good again, yeah.
Yeah, those were all go-tos. And like, I saw Nike come out with the Dunk, and I was like, ugh, Nike and skateboarding, ugh. And I had that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
And now, all these years later, I look back and I'm like, bro, you messed up. You know, because now I'm becoming a big Dunk head. I mean, before this, it's really cool to see the wave come back. You know what I mean? Like, I love the fact that the Dunk wave is coming back, like, with a vengeance. And I, you know, like I started collecting Dunks prior to this wave hitting. So now it's going to be harder to get them. Thanks everybody for making it that way. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I said it today, like today was a ridiculous sneaker day, ridiculous for everybody. And it showed me that, like, dude, sneaker culture is alive and well and thriving. You know what I mean? So it's cool to see.
Well, that's cool. That kind of segues a little bit into the next question we wanted to ask, which you hinted at it a little bit. When you started getting into shoes, you saw everybody else have Jordans, and you went a different route. And that's kind of the question now, because these guys tell me a little bit about your collection is that you've got a lot of variety. And you don't really stick to just one single shoe. So why is it that you go with variety as opposed to keeping it all in the same family or necessarily going with what's popular, you know?
You know what? I have a great answer for that question. And for me, it's more about the hunt. It's about the sneaker hunt. Yeah. Like, that's how I met Aaron, was I was on a sneaker hunt. And I found him, and, like, we met in a sketchy parking lot in the middle of the night. This dude is selling me shoes out of the trunk of his car, and I am all about it. Like, shoes have become my drug, and it doesn't matter, like, if it's hype or not. If I like it and I see it and it piques my interest, I'm gonna grab it. It could be $20 on a table at Marshall's, and I'll go, that's an interesting Janoski. I'm gonna grab it because it's $20.
Yep.
Yo.
Or, you know, I'm all over the map. Like, I don't know. I just bought a pair of Weiger Dunks, you know, like from 2006, you know, because I like them.
Yep.
And a lot of people could be like, oh, that's just a black and white dunk, you know, like it's just a black and white shoe. But to me, it's special.
Yeah.
So I'm all over the map because I just like shoes, bro. Like, you spend most of the time in your life on your feet. So why not rock what you like? So if I see it and I like it, gobble it up. I'm grabbing it.
There you go.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yo, that's kind of us here too. Like, we talk a lot about that because, like, the thing with me is I'm exactly the same way. Like, I could care less what's hype, what's not. Like, I could hit the outlets, and if something's there is fire, then I want it in my collection, you know, or like. And so for me, that's the biggest thing. Like, yo, I'm gonna wear what I like, and it's gonna be fire because I'm wearing it, you know.
Exactly.
And like, I don't get too caught up in like the releases or what things are going for. Like, if a release is dope and it's going for something, I'll take it. But if it's not, then it's not. It's still in my collection. And then, yo, Carlos is the same way. Like, I've never met anyone else, and he says because I don't know anyone, but who's collecting LeBrons from one up. And so
that's so crazy, and I love that. It's funny because I bought a pair of sample LeBrons you probably have never seen before.
You got them right there.
Let me see. Where did I put these joints?
I like how the microphone follows you with your headphones. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I got Bluetooth. Look at these.
Yo.
Are those 15s? 16s?
Yeah.
Look like 16s or something.
I got them from a lady in Miami. She owns a convenience store. Those are fake as hell.
They look
Yeah, I was like, yo, yeah. I was like,
I got them for $7, bro. But see, that also answers your question. Sometimes I'll buy a shoe like this just for the story, like just to say, hey, that is a shoe I need to buy because it's got no tags in it. Someone made this with the intent of making it look like a legit shoe, and it's so not.
That's amazing. Well,
I thought you'd like that.
To our top five. We want to see the heat. We want to see what the Shoe Monster is bringing to the table. So if you could show us your top five, that would be great.
So, okay, I will counter that with top five of this week or top five of my collection, because I've had a monster week. I will have a monster week next week, especially after today. But I do have favorites in my collection as well. So which one?
We'll leave it up to you. If you want to mix and match,
all right,
feel free. We need
okay. All right. This one's part of this week. I caught a restock. I don't know how, but I caught these Court Purple AF1s. These were a 2017 release, and they kind of fell off the map. But if you can look here, they're NBA branded.
Yeah.
You don't see these too often, so
that's like the Blazer swoosh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire.
Those are fun.
It's a good show.
All right. Just for recent time's sake, these were kind of fun to grab, but
oh man,
so many restocks on these.
Yeah.
I bought 3 of them and I sold all 3. These are sold. I don't like them.
What don't you like about them?
I don't like them because there's just something about this shoe that feels cheap and rushed. And the first pair that I got, no joke, the quality on them was so bad. There were blemishes in the paint job. It was just bad. It was just terrible.
I wonder if it was actually rushed. I wonder if they did actually rush to make them.
You know what? I think they did, but I'm only holding this up in the top 5 just because of how hard it felt to get. You know, for the shoe, like for what you got, it just felt hard to get. Even though I got 3, I'm not complaining, but you know, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this shoe. I'm sure they'll do 15 more restocks and I can grab 3 more. So we'll see.
Yeah.
As long as the Last Dance keeps dropping, they'll keep coming out.
Yeah, man. So what am I on? Number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3. Number 3. I caught this puppy. And it's funny because you guys showed the neons. I actually have a line in on the neons. I might get them early. Just saying.
Oh.
We'll see. But yeah, that would go really well, I think, next to these.
That's a great shoe.
Yeah, I'm into it. I know Aaron's into this.
Yep.
That's a fire shoe. I love that shoe.
Dude. And it's funny, you guys mentioned those South Korea Prestos, and as soon as I saw the picture of those, I was like, Aaron is going to lose his mind over that shoe. Because I know how he feels about Prestos. Yep. I got 2 already coming to me. So,
if you get an extra size 12, or let me know.
I got you, man. I'll keep an eye out for sure. Number 4.
Number 4.
And this is one that I got for the box. Not even for the shoe, but for the box.
It'd be like that sometimes.
This puppy. This box is crazy.
Yo, I need to be educated.
So this was based off the movie in 1986, Aliens, with Sigourney Weaver. This is actually designed off of the spaceship. This is the Reebok Bug Stomper.
Yeah.
So it's part of the Aliens pack. I'm a big camo head, so
yeah.
You know, for me, like, I love camo. Anything camo, I'm grabbing.
That's great.
Yeah, so the shoe is okay, but the box, this is the first time I bought something for the box. I was like, the box that thing's crazy. I need that box in the collection. So I grabbed that.
Dang, that's clean.
I gotta go. This was a recent pickup, and this is a personal. But I've been chasing this shoe for a year.
Oh man,
It's a good shoe.
Bro, it's so hard to find my size. I'm a 12, 13. In the older dunks that are puffy, like if it's puffy, I'm a 13 all day.
Yeah.
But like some of the newer, like my camo, I have the camo dunks too from 2014. If I have those, like they don't have a big crazy tongue. I'm a 12, but these are a 13. I got these off a dude that ran a skate shop for like 15 years, and he had all these crazy shoes. And I go, what do you want for those? And I got these at such a steal. I can't even go into like how cheap I bought these things for. And that's part of it, man. That's why I love the shoe game.
The hunt.
Dude, if you can get something at a steal, get it.
Yep.
You know what? Get it. A lot of times people don't even know what they're selling to you, and that's the fun part.
Definitely.
Like, and if it's for you to put on your feet, man, even better. You know, like the resale game is crazy, but like for me, it's more fun when I get a personal, especially like that. It's so special, you know, that I've been looking for so long. But yeah, man, top five for now.
That was a good top five. We like the variety. We ended up with the SB Dunks, which is a crowd favorite over here at Goody Two Shoes. So we appreciate you being on with us. This is Ryan at The Real Shoe Monster on Instagram. Please give him a follow. We really appreciate you coming on with us and offering what you have to the show.
Sure, man.
Thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much. And keep doing what you're doing, man. I love that you're doing this. And it's been fun to watch. I'll lay in bed and my girl gets mad at me because I'm laying there like with these headphones on watching your show for a whole hour. She's like, what are you doing? Man, keep doing what you guys are doing. It's really great for the sneaker community. It's great locally, but dude, just keep talking shop, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yo, Ryan, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Hey, and you'll be back on, man, because we got a couple of things up our sleeves, and just judging off the kicks you got, you might be interested. So I'm gonna hit you up and let you know what we kind of got in store. You could be back on soon, man.
For sure, man. Absolutely, anytime.
All right, Ryan. Peace, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
All right, yo, that was Ryan. Yo, shout out to him. Go follow him at The Real Shoe Monster on Instagram. Yo, that was fire, man. I love the variety. I love the the Reeboks were clean.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've seen another shoe, of that same shoe. I heard it was like Reebok's answer to the Air Mags. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, it's dope.
Yo, so let's let on our next guest real fast. Yo, Brian, you want to introduce him?
Yo, Juan, what's good, man?
Yo, what's up, Brian? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Can you hear me?
What's up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Clear. Welcome.
How's it going?
How you been, man?
Hey, man, just been good. You know, just trying to catch up on these shoes that sometimes, you know, we try to get, but we can't for some reason. But, you know, it's all about timing. So
there you go.
Yo, I've never hit, just for the record.
Yeah, they come and they go, man. They come and they go.
yeah.
For the record, if you're out there and you got any hookup at all, hit your boy up, hit Goody Two Shoes up, because I never have hit on anything. On anything, bro. I've never hit on anything.
Dude, Nike's weird, man, lately. I don't know. I feel like nowadays, if, like, personally, me, when I do my sneaker pickups, I put a lot of lead work in. I'm not good with bots and things like that. So,
yeah.
You know, right now with COVID and stuff, I was frustrated on this release because, you know, things are sold out. And, you know, trying to do a manual sometimes, you know, nowadays it ain't cutting it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Interesting. Well, you are coming to us live all the way from where?
I live in Linden, Utah.
Linden, Utah. Those that don't know, that is which direction of Salt Lake City?
It is south of Salt Lake City, so it's north of Provo. Provo's a more known city. Yeah, but it's about 45 minutes south of Salt Lake City. Yeah.
Cool deal. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, taking the time out to answer some questions, and then, of course, just to show some heat. So we appreciate you coming on, Juan. First thing we want to do is ask you to tell us how you got into sneakers. Like, what was your journey into this whole world of shoes?
Okay, so actually, I've been, I think maybe I want to say 10 years in the game. It all started when I was raised in California. I'm from the Bay Area, so the culture out there is very, very diverse. It's alive. The era that I came up when, I grew up wearing a lot of Vans. I deviated from Jordans or shoes that were, over the price range of the Vans for the same reason. I didn't grow up, I didn't grow up with money. Parents, both of them worked. So I want to say maybe my first pair of Jordans came like junior year. I remember one of my boys, Daiko, he actually hooked me up with some fire red fives, some green bean fives, and some metallic fives, the ones with the 23 on the side. So those were that was like my real first, pickup of shoes. Luckily, he hooked me up. He gave me a steal price. Daiko, you know what that was. And, from there it kind of took off. When I moved out here to Utah, at first it was kind of hard, getting sneakers. I rely on my contacts back in the Bay Area, but I want to say maybe about 3 years ago, I started seeing the benefits of maybe if I get 3 pairs, that will pay for my shoe when I would resell, things like that. Yeah. So, that's what kind of got me into reselling. Meeting Brian, it was crazy one day. I don't even know I think it was maybe through Facebook or Instagram. We messaged, and it was super late, and we did a trade. I want to say maybe like at 11 at midnight. I remember he was gonna move back to Vegas or something. It was like, your typical in the parking lot, dark at night. I don't know what to expect. He pulled up in his Jeep, and we just made it happen, man. I think that's the beauty about being into sneakers. Just the relationship you build. You never know who you're gonna come across, man.
Yeah, and how long they'll stay in your life.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Cool. So I'm sure the Bay Area had a lot to do with you getting into sneakers. I know everybody from the Bay Area was super into Vans. So the people that I knew in high school that were into shoes and were from the Bay or from California even at all, they were super into Vans. So
yeah, man, I think it had personally me, I had to deal with a lot with like the music, the music out in the Bay Area, the influencers. There was an era where my hair was maybe up to here. I had dreads, tall tees, baggy pants, and some Vans, some classic Vans, and that was just the go-to, man. I can't remember how many pairs of just all white or all black classic Vans I grew up with.
Yep.
Shouts out to the pack.
Shout out to the pack, exactly. Yeah, shout out to when that hit, man. Oh man, it was crazy.
Mr. Fab was my favorite Bay Area rapper. He
Mr. Fab, yeah. The one actually I saw with Vans that kind of got me was Mac Dre. Rest in peace, Mac Dre.
Yep.
The Cuddy Furrow. He's the one I'd always seen just wearing Vans. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was I think maybe 2004 when things really started popping like that.
Gotcha. So tell us how it was going from California to Utah. You're now in Utah. What is the sneaker culture like in Utah? Because it's got to be different. How do you compare it to California?
Oh yeah. So when nowadays we got. I feel like it's underrated here in Utah. You got some great people. Some people who move real heat. We got a couple sneaker groups over. I want to say there's 3 main groups. All of them are over 1,000 people each. So the community's small, but everybody kind of knows each other. So. Back in the Bay Area, there's so many different plugs, different connections out there. Every single person you see has heat on. Whether you're walking down San Francisco, whether you're in the capital of Sacramento, somebody's gonna have some heat. Out here at first, it was a little hard to kind of associate with fellas like that. So whenever you see somebody that kind of stand out, it'll be like a magnet. You get drawn into, start conversation, something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So underrated. You think it's underrated there? Because I have my notions of what it's like in Utah, because I go and visit every once in a while. I've got family there, and I usually have something a little nicer on my feet. And yeah, I'm always the one with my head down, like looking, and I usually don't see much, but every once in a while, so
yeah, man. Like we actually, we have I think 3 sneaker boutiques. One of them it's a retail shop, and they have a pretty nice Nike account. They've gotten like Cactus 4, just things that have been hyped. Yeah, Fies. Shout out to Fies. Also Doused. They're a sneaker boutique also. They're a co-Simon shop. So, it's growing. It's not as big as Vegas, New York, LA, obviously, but I feel like for for what it is now, it's growing. There's a lot of potential, and a lot of people out here just hustling, man.
That's cool.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was cool. Like, just real quick, like one thing I did like about, because I lived in Utah for a while. Of course, that's how I met Juan. One thing I did like, I felt like it was a lot easier to get shoes, like because it was just that one store. It was Feist. You have less competition, and they did first come first serve. So all I had to do was wake up early and get in line, and I had my pair secured.
Yeah, man. There's like crazy stories about campouts, because Feist, like they've had Sean Weatherspoons, like Travis Scott Fours. For Travis Scott Fours, I think I camped out maybe 3 to 4 days. I was actually the first person in line. So there's some good. Also we had the flu game pop up. We had Jordan Brand with Feist associated. They actually made a pop up. They brought, I think, a couple of local DJs, and they released the flu games. They also released like the alternate flu games before they even dropped, like those white and red 12s.
Yeah.
And they brought some. I remember they displayed some OVO joints. So I mean, Utah, it's getting there. I'm excited because there have been rumors about All Star Weekend coming back, and you guys know what All Star Weekend. There's a lot of releases that come with that. So
Definitely.
Yeah,
that's
I will
something
be up there for that.
That's something one that doesn't happen a lot anymore, really, right? Like you were talking about earlier, hitting nowadays kind of more depends on what connections you got and like if you can get a bot or whatever, versus like that camping isn't as seen anymore. Because I remember Brian, I never camped out because I was too lazy, but growing up, Brian would always camp out, and I remember just like texting back and forth with him when he was camping for the Galaxy Foams and how mad he was because they had a line and he was like what, like number 5 in line?
I was the first one in line for Galaxy Foams,
wow.
Galaxy release,
and they moved the line.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they only had like 8 pairs or something, and they were just like the first one to the next line, like the first 8 to the next line. So everybody was like booking it, and
That ain't cool, man.
yeah, it was. That's some of
Is
the
that
things.
the one that got away?
That was a big one that got away.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
But that was some sketch stuff, I'm pretty sure the employees out there was looking out for homies because I've heard different stories about that.
It happens. It's the shoe culture.
It happens.
It comes with the culture. I agree.
Definitely.
Dope.
So these guys tell me about a Facebook page called Hyped Essentials.
Yes.
You want to tell us a little bit about that? What that's like?
Yeah. So Hyped Essentials is a group that me and Felix Avelar, shout out to Felix. I met Felix camping outside for, I think it was maybe Shadow Ones outside of Feist, the boutique in Utah. So there was already 2 sneaker groups, communities, and we just thought that what we need to make another community, make it diverse, have another window for people in Utah. Most of the action, like you say, takes place in Salt Lake City, up in that area, up in Utah County where I live. There's not really, it's not as, the scene's not as hard as in Salt Lake. So we just wanted to make a new venue, and luckily our group, we've had it's been tough, trying to, especially in a market where there's already 2 established groups. But luckily, shout out to Hive Life, shout out to Sneakerline Utah. Those are other 2 big groups here. We've just, learned to coexist. They got great guys out there. They're doing big things. And like I said, coexisting, I think, is beautiful. Having just given the person here in Utah another outlet to purchase, trade, there's a lot of things that go down. So I just think it's awesome that we're able to create that and just, build upon it. Lately we've been caught up with work and stuff, and sometimes I don't have as much time as I want to involve in the group, but steadily we've been climbing, we've been establishing, and hopefully we just keep on building a brand, kind of like Band LA or other groups that kind of ventured off just that Facebook group, made it into a brand or just something else.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening, feel free to go and follow his Facebook page, Hyped Essentials. Please do so. I know it's tough to build something from the ground up, but it's cool that you have some other, established pages there in Utah, and hopefully you guys can coexist peacefully and maybe even do some type of event where all 3 of you come together and can, network with each other and kind of build off each other. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, man. We actually there's events yearly that we actually do that. Groups come together. We have big events. Not as big as SneakerCon, but locally, it does feel like that. So I'm glad that like you said, we're able to coexist and just build from there.
That's awesome. Okay, well, I'm sure we could talk all day and ask you a bunch of questions, but we know what we're here for. We know what everybody's watching for. We want to see some sneakers. So if you could take your top five.
We'll take so I'm gonna do a top five for. I'm gonna cheat on this the fifth one. There's no order on these, right? Because like you said, I don't know how you guys' collection is ranges from, mine. I've been the past 2 years been trying to tone it down for going from like 350 pairs now to maybe like only 50. But knowing that I'm from the Bay, I have these Vans that the Fear of God collection Vans that I just got.
Ooh.
And I've been wanting this shoe for so
You're
long.
the one that stole them from me. Oh, okay, it's not those. I thought it was the highs.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So I got this one and actually have the high too. It's right here.
Did you get it off your page, off Hyped Essentials?
No, this one I actually got in Hive Life, I think. Yeah. It was in the other sneaker group that I got. But these, just being from the Bay Area and having these, this is just a big shoe for me.
Those are fire.
Thank you. Another shoe I think that's my favorite shoe of all time, especially colorway 2s, Band 2016. I feel like this shoe has to be in everybody's collection. I've actually, at first, being a new sneakerhead, you couldn't get, the shoe. And it was just, like you say, the hunt for it, looking for it, being able to get it. Now that I have it is just like not letting it go. So this is another big one. This one, I usually don't do all black shoes, but sometimes I feel like Jordan Brand, where they do these more high-end collabs and stuff, the materials are so premium that I cannot want to buy a shoe, and I don't get everything for retail. Sometimes I got to pay resale, but this Cause 4 of the black, the materials are just so good. It's one of my favorite shoes with the glow sole. It's all black, easy to style, easy to wear, and I try to wear it as much as I can. But this is another one that's there.
Are those all suede?
Yeah, they're all suede. I feel like there's more in the toe box area here where the laces start. The suede is a little more loose. It gets tighter around the edges, but just the material, the inside, the leather inside, you can just feel it. I wish that Jordan Brand would do this just on GR, general releases and things like that. That we use more premium materials, but you know how it is. They get us all the time, so sometimes we got to pay for that quality, man.
I'm pretty sure I saw those on a sneaker battle on Complex.
Really?
I think Hess Kicks versus Kais.
Yeah.
One of those sneaker battles had the Cause 4s.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, but Kais, I guess he played Crazy Money before, because I think these were like the friends and family before or something like that. And I heard he paid Crazy Money for this pair. I was like,
and then they dropped.
Exactly. So
that's typical JB for you.
Typical JB. Actually, I got another girl today. I want to show you guys. It wasn't going to be my top 5, but I just remember I picked this up today earlier. Shout out to Doused. It's the Supreme up-tempo. So being from the Bay Area, I'm a San Francisco 49er fan, and ever since I seen the shoe drop, I was like, dude, I got to get this shoe. I have to get it, and finally I got it today. Shout out to Doused. I can't wait to wear these, man. And lastly, I want to go old school, 2011. So I couldn't, the Wu-Tang Dunks are so pricey. Like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to get a pair. So when I did some research and I was able to get this shoe, Satisfied 2011 Dunk, slept on, like I said, I don't know, right now it's going for maybe 2 something, but it's not I don't think the value is just me actually being able to find a shoe that resembled that Wu-Tang, even though I can't have it. I thought was pretty dope. So, they're still hanging in there. They haven't cracked. I've been trying to wear them here and there for the same reason. Yep. So this is one. And last, I know maybe I went over. This is 5'6", but
honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Another Grill. This one I actually picked up last year in San Francisco. The Premier 998 New Balance.
Yeah.
The suede quality. Oh man, I can brag all day about quality when it comes to these runners, whether it's New Balance, Diadora, and 9000s. I love that shoe. I have some pairs there too. The quality they use, it's so good. And I love that there's other brands out there that, you don't have to just be Nike, Yeezy, Jordan. I have Yeezys, but, I didn't bring them in. It's just, I love that there's other brands that you can go out. I'm still looking for that Kennedy, even though it's crazy money. So hopefully it comes soon, but these will do for now, man.
Yeah, I feel like we were working out a deal on those.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Hey, so you guys know, I think you're a size, I don't know, but I'm a size 11.5, 12. Yeah. So, I have, like I said, just slide my DMs. We can work out a deal for something, man.
Yeah, there you go.
I might beat you to it, Brian. Actually, that's so true, man. Like, there's so many other brands that are fire, man, like New Balance, Asics, just on and on.
Diodora's
Eudora.
Man, their quality.
quality is crazy.
Yo, and like they're dope, bro. Like they're clean, they look good with any fit, and they're comfy too. A lot of times,
Yeah.
that's my problem with Nike and Jordan. Sometimes is they're not always as comfortable. You know, that's why when Boost came out, they kind of overtook the market because people were like, "Yo, I can wear a fly shoe that's comfy," you know.
The
And
whole time. Yeah.
so, nah, man, definitely look into other brands. New Balance, I had probably like 15 pairs of New Balances a little bit ago, so I need to get back into that.
But
Well, Juan, we appreciate you coming on, man. I don't know how you did it, but you technically snuck in 7 pairs of shoes to your top 5.
Hey man, so I could help my, and I'm looking over here to my right. I'm like, no, don't pull any more. They just said 5, so maybe next time.
But yeah, we'll definitely look forward to having you on the show again. But anybody who's watching, JSmooth408 on Instagram, and then his Facebook page, Hyped Essentials, give him a follow. Anybody who's going to visit Utah, just keep an eye out for those pages and hit up Juan if you need anything there.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate the opportunity. Like I said, and like I told Brian, feel free to reach out, use our outlet, to grow you guys' group. I think what you guys are doing is so dope. It kind of motivates other people that maybe want to do it but aren't doing it. So anything we can do over here on our side to help you guys grow, feel free to reach out, man.
Yo, thank you so much, bro.
It kind of just fell in our laps. These guys just hit me up and asked me if I'd be interested in it. I didn't know 5 weeks later we'd be where we're at. So even from then until now, it's growing. So we appreciate you being willing to help us out in some way or another. So appreciate you coming on, and we also appreciate having Ryan on, the Real Shoe Monster, earlier. So give everybody a follow, and if you're not following any one of the 3 of us hosts, our Instagram handles are posted in red here. So feel free to give us a follow. But again, Juan, appreciate you having the time to come on with us, man.
Hey man, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
It's good to see you, Juan. We'll see you around, bro.
See ya. All right, man.
Peace.
Awesome. Cool guys. You guys were in charge of finding people for the show today, and you guys delivered. It was not disappointing. We saw some heat, we saw some variety, and even little babies there. That's awesome. I think those were some great guests. We appreciate them coming on. These guys. Oh yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I'm not showing off. I'm just showing kicks because I'm just setting the mood for next week.
Yeah. So I'll grab my pair of shoes too. Aaron, if you want to grab the pair or 2 that you showed.
Dang, man.
I'll bring out some.
Okay. Shoes are in reach.
Brian, we're not asking you to pull out the whole collection, bro. Yeah. Not asking you to pull out the whole collection, bro.
This is all I have in arm's reach right now. I can't be doing what you're doing.
Yo, I put all my shoes back in the boxes, and the Yeezy boxes are not the easiest to open with one hand, man.
Yeah.
Not showing off or anything. Not
at any rate, again, anybody who's watching right now, it looks like we got 13, 14 people tuned in on Facebook right now. We really do appreciate you sticking around with us. With that said, anybody who's watching right now, we want to do something special for you. We want to give you the chance to come on the Goody Two Shoes show with us next Saturday. Brian, you can stop. But no, seriously, anybody who's watching right now, if you want to be on the show next week and you want to show off your top 3, we're going to take 3 guests next week, and we're going to give you about how many minutes each? About 10 minutes each. We'll give you, Brian, I can't even focus, man. You're but we want to give 3 of you who are watching us right now an opportunity to come on the show and show off your top 3 or to just chop it up with us about sneakers. So we figured who better to give that opportunity to than to the people who are watching us right now. So after this is over, a couple of things. We want you to instant message us, DM us, whatever it is. I think I just said instant message. That was like back in 2007.
Yo, hit me up on AIM.
Hit us up on AIM.
Right. I love just hit us up. But send us a message either on Facebook, on Instagram, even on YouTube. Leave a comment if you're watching this video. and you want to be on the show to show off your top 3 pairs or your 3 favorite pairs, whatever, please do so. And we'll make sure we get you on here. If not next week, then another time for sure. But thanks for our guests for coming on today. We got Ryan and Juan today. Make sure you're following them. Make sure you're following us. And I don't know if there's anything I'm missing, guys. We didn't get to the sneaker fact of the day. Everything else seems to be taking precedence. So maybe we'll revisit the sneaker fact of the day. Maybe we got
as long as we could just keep seeing shoes, you know.
Yeah, we just gotta keep finishing.
Yo, not from you, Brian. Not from you.
Showing off shoes. You know. All right, I'm done.
I'm about to take Brian off the screen.
If we haven't missed anything, we appreciate you guys watching. One last favor for anybody who's still here, hit that share button. As soon as you get off this video, this live video on Facebook, share it on your Facebook. Tag any of your friends that are into sneakers or anybody who is potentially looking to get into sneakers. I think this is a very non-threatening way to learn about sneakers. And we'd love for you guys to share that for us. So anything you can do to help us out would be great. But this has been another episode of the Goody Two Shoes podcast. Episode 5 is a wrap. We will see you guys next week.
Yo, thank you guys for the support.
Peace. Go like the Facebook page. Peace.